Alright. I'm gonna do some pocket tips for Gully Wash. SV cheats. MP tournament. Hurt me. Actually, I'm not gonna do hurt me. Alright. Starting with the rollout. So even on Gully Wash, even though the rollout is one of the shorter ones, I still do an equalizer rollout, you know, even though it's like one or two rocket jumps. So what I like to do is, first jump, you want to get in the door. Ideally, you'd land somewhere around here, so that your next one, you can launch yourself like almost to here. Alright? 60 health, just like on Badlands, 60 health is good to start off with. That way you're moving at like almost the top speed. I don't know exactly where the cutoff is, but I think it's around here. But then what I do is, on every pocket rollout, I like to grab a health pack, because the speed that you lose from grabbing a health pack is not that significant, but the time it takes for your medic to heal you up is significant. You know, you don't want to waste any extra seconds of your medic's healing before you get to mid. So you want to grab a small health pack usually. I'll do this on every pocket rollout, okay? While I'm equalizing, get myself back up to 100 health, and then run down into here. Well, I'm at 140 now, so about 100 health. Then somewhere right about here, if you did your 2 jumps early to get yourself down to 60 health in the setup time or the freeze time, you should be crit heals by the time that you run all the way down here, grab this, and get into position here. You should be crit heals right about here, and your medic should be just done healing the scouts. Should be able to get you, and you should be able to get to mid right here with 300 health, okay? A lot of people like to come over and grab this one, but the problem with grabbing this one is that now you have to backtrack this much distance, you know? And I don't like that. I feel like that slows you down, okay? Then going into mid, though, as Pocket Soldier. So, Pocket Soldier in general, I don't like to jump first, unless I'm running gunboats, which gunboats pocket is a viable thing to do. I tend to not like jumping first, okay? If I'm going to jump, I like to counter jump, or I like to follow up on my roamer, or follow up on any damage, okay? Coming into mid, if you hear damage called, you should go for it, you know? That's just for any mid. On this mid in particular, though, you want to be conscious of a few simple things, alright? If you jump up here, a lot of times you'll see people like grouped around the point, okay? A lot of times I'll jump up here and I'll just get easy kills on people that are on this edge of the point. That's one of the first things I'll do. Second thing, this is another one of the easiest spots to get kills on this map, is over here in this corner. Because what a lot of people do instinctually is they'll walk up here and then they'll jump up here. This is what I do even, and it fucks me a lot of the time. I'll jump up and I'll get in this corner. And as a soldier, that's like one of the easiest juggles. The roof or the ceiling is like right above them. You could just trap them right in there, okay? But again, I like to jump late, alright? I prefer not to jump super early. Again, you can do some spam rockets early, like I talked about before. The one I like to do is I shoot the ceiling up there. If the demo's at choke, he's going to take like 20 or so damage from that. And that's pretty significant. You know, if you can force the demo out, if you can force him passive, it makes a big difference, because what demos love to do is come up here to choke and spam you. So if you can, you know, fight back a little bit, you know, see it registers hitting the ceiling. You want to look for these easy spam rockets that you can hit. Okay? So what I'll do is, I'm crit heals, I'm rolling out here, I'll shoot like 2 rockets there, reload, that kind of times me right so that my roamer might jump. Then from here I'll look around, okay? I'll look to see if there's anyone trying to deny me, and I'll look to see if there's anyone I can counter jump, and I'll look to see if there's anyone weak, okay? Usually I won't walk up with the medic as a pocket. Usually I will jump up and try and claim the positioning. If they're over here, you know, I'm kind of committed. I want to clear the side for my team, you know? That's kind of my responsibility as a pocket. As a pocket, I try not to get healed a lot on mids, you know? I get my early heals, then I try and make the most of it. If that means I have to go all in, then I'll do that. But generally, after I bomb, I will try and survive, okay? So say I bomb left, and there is someone up here, I'll jump, but then I'll jump into a position where I have cover, and I can continue fighting people from kind of mid-range, and I won't be taking too much damage, okay? So what that accomplishes is it, like, say someone's over here, and I bomb them. Oh, I need ammo. And I bomb them, but I don't land in their face. When they see me jumping, what people do is they back up, right? But if I bomb and then I strafe into a safe position, I've pushed them back, but I've also guaranteed that I survive and I'm dealing damage at the same time. So it's kind of the best of both worlds, you know? You're being effective, you're putting out damage, you're creating a presence, but you're also surviving. Okay? So that's what I try and do at all times. If I jump up to the right, I might bomb up here, shoot people, and then fall off, you know? Because I've done my job of initiating and gaining the ground and doing a little bit of damage, but then I survive. If a medic can arrow me after that, then I'll take it. But it's better to bomb up here, do damage, and survive than to bomb up here, do damage, and then just die for the same amount of damage exchanged, you know? So what I'll always try and do is, you know, have that early presence, then survive. If I have like 100 health, you can still do stuff with 100 health. You know, you can still survive a rocket jump, but I'll wait for the timing. You know, if I come down here under the mid and I've jumped early and I'm weak, I can still, you know, afford to like come over here and go up drop down. Maybe I can catch someone weak on this health pack, grab the health and then flank. Or maybe I can be down here and then retreating big door and I can spam. Or maybe I can push underneath, even if I have 100 health, jump up with 100 health and put out one more good rocket. Or, you know, I have that 100 health, I jump up, I get in a decent position like this, and then I can just spam them from safety, you know, use my corners. Or if, like, our medic does die, even with 100 health, you can still make a play on their medic. So, usually the way I play pocket on mids is kind of like, I'll play pocket into mid with 300. I usually counter jump, and then after that, I'll slow it down, then try and jump again. Whether it's with a buff or without, I'll try and have like 2 stages of aggression on pocket, okay? So that's usually how I prefer to do it. This play style with like jumping aggressively, it relies on your scout to be like healing or playing heals, you know? Sticking near your medic, denying soldiers, denying people from flanking. Obviously, if you have an easy kill on someone flanking, you should kill them, you know? And then push as a team. But as a pocket, too many pockets just like waddle around, you know? And that is really, it's really not effective in my opinion. It can be easily abused and taken advantage of. So I think being aggressive as a pocket is the better way, okay? And this mid is pretty simple, but the other thing I do want to mention is you don't want to split up from your team. If your team's going left, establish that positioning on left. If your team's going right, you know, establish that positioning on the right. The other thing that I'll always say is if you're bombing someone, like say there's a demo man standing right here, okay? If you're going to try and kill the demo, don't do this. Don't land on him and kill him. Unless he's weak and you just need to trade with him, you know? Like, if you're just trying to get any kill you can, don't, you know, do that. But what I would do is jump and then, like, land in a position. Like, land on this slight height advantage, you know? Don't land in his face. Land where you have cover. You can use this to kill him. Land, like, on odd spots. Like, land on top of these boxes. Like, this is just a weird spot that most people wouldn't expect you to land in. Land, like, jump up towards him and then strafe to the point and then kill him, you know? So make it look like you're going to bomb on him. So that's what he expects. And then you jump to a position so you're safe. So if he surfs your rocket, you know, you're not stranded in the middle of nowhere, you know? And pocket can be rough on mids. It's hard to, you know, guarantee that you're going to be effective because you're so I don't know, you're so vulnerable once you commit to a spot. You move so slowly. Don't forget, if you're running shotgun, that you can bomb, hit 2 rockets, then shotgun people, you know? It works. You gotta use what you have. But I think as a pocket, you need to get used to being a little bit more expendable. I think that's kind of a common mindset error of pockets, is they just think they're gonna be super heal heavy and, you know, just waddle around and be tanked. You can be really heal heavy but be aggressive. You know, use your heals to do things. So that's pretty much all I have to say about that on this map. Anyone have any